So we'll start in a few minutes. Yeah, we'll start soon. So we'll try the new no music stream um, to not get struck by YouTube regulations. Okay. So I'll get some music in my ear myself, and we go from here. All right. All right. Hello. Good morning. So I have this large rounding going to up above this, potentially there. Let's see if I can participate in on gold, right? Thank you. Okay, and to gap down to it above this one time. I think it's the second time. Okay, tap back in, and let's wait. I thought war would send us lower. I thought that was that'd be it. What do I know? Okay. Just checking my prayers. So I have this coming down to here. Yeah, around here. We'll see. I don't know if I can put you too. Let me see if I can put the music too. All right. All right. Maybe like this. Okay. So yeah, on gold, basically, I'm looking for this to get taken and for still slightly above you, based on how it looks. All right. Let us witness NQ now. So there's a TBR standing up above here. Let's see how many swings price does coming up. And if we count all down moves, here there's a large one there. And this would be the second one, like the one that the pilot is marking up for us. Okay. So I heard a lot of people, like I was reading Twitter and stuff, and I heard a lot of people talking about the big dump and stuff. Obviously, you don't. I mean, I do not act upon news because the war was supposed to dump us, right? All the market did since it opened on Sydney, it opened here. Here is Sydney open. Right there. And since then, market only goes up. So yeah. Technical first. Now let me zoom a little bit and see. So we have those little swing in here, right? Let's see if price does that here in order for us to come back below this, right? All right. This is not the sign out that I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is, as you know, high coming close one to another. Um, is it legit? Let me check. Oh, that's good. Oh my god. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, I'm checking something. Alright. Like, nothing as of yet. Nice price velocity. So let me check. Arguably took a quick. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing here for me. Look at this is like the thing that I don't like. I don't want to see when I take those scalp short, coming back into those lows. What I want to see is some nice surrounding that's done here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's up there, right? As welcome, but there's no setup for me. It's not how the setup should look for me at least. All right, I'm back. So let's see if the setup presents itself up there, right? See, this is better already. So we have a high here, another high there. This the green candle, the last one didn't put any high, and the last one did, you know. So this is already more encouraging. So as a rounding, I mean. Man. All right. I took. All right. Right. This is looking more like it. Let's see if this provides us. Only issue is where it is. It's slightly above where I would expect it to come from. Here we go. All right. So I took that entry. Let's see what price does to me, right? I'll be right there in a minute. This is all right. So in order for us to say that we're going lower, this has to fail in here. If this move coming to it above this high, it's not our move, and I get stopped. I didn't. My stop is not to break even. If this move come up, I'm just getting stopped. Right, that's fine. First order of the week. At the same time, there is lower time frame swings. Um, This is looking good. All we need from this is for this eye to be able to provide a low below that low, and you can cruise that out. All right. This look like a good option to TP also, based on the fact that this is a flat candle. If, of course, if price can come from this high and to it below that low. Once we get below this low, the low that puts in that high, I'm at break even. What? Oh, okay. Let me see gold. All right. So yeah, that's fine. We'll we'll find another entry higher. So this is -1. Okay. Elimizde var. Yarım eksi özgün. So we're touching that TVR on the left and mitigated here. top of the range here. Um, oh, let me check where it's all looking. Okay, so let me see the swing count. On a higher time frame, you only have two swings on the way up, but on this time frame here, there's a lot of them. I'm still waiting to have more information. I'm still looking for a short. Let's see if it presents itself. Um, yeah. So if this stop in here and come higher, this would end up being the one to that will form the third swing up above here, and that's good for us in terms of where I can be allowed to look for shorts. Okay. So yeah, let's see if this the current move tap in here and come and close up above. So that would end up forming the third swing in highs right here. you could argue that there is one here, so this would be one, two, this would be three. In order for this to be three, we need to, as you guys know, close below a candle that has put a high somewhere in here, and then to hit higher. Let me check what gold is doing. Yeah, I was seeing gold coming up above that high, but I don't tap in. Yeah, I'm still seeing gold coming up to those highs. We'll see. Alright, and in the case that price come and close below this close, on any pullbacks, I'll take it back to the same target. In the sole event that price close below this, right? Remember, here's the plan. We're looking for price to put another high above this. And in the case this high is capable of closing below here, I will find an entry on the pullback to go same place. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not what this session is about. This was from last night, but this marking was from last night. I'm sorry. Let me remove this. Um, oh yeah. All right. Let's see if this is able to come and close above here. All right. So swipe that high. Okay. Mm. It might be it. We'll see. I don't know. In order for me to, I'm not participating in short coming from here to go anywhere. But if we close below this, I will be looking for a tap back in to send me at the same place, right? In order for me to participate in that short, I need to be in at the highs. Here it looks like shorting the middle of the range because your immediate range is this low to that high. This, and where are we here? In the middle of the range. So now. Alright. So we'll wait. Yeah. Even that looks really good. But we'll lose first, right? We'll wait and see. But on any case, if price close below this low, um, I'm be looking for the pullback to take it same place. So we're still waiting, still waiting. What's likely to happen is price put in a new high from here. That will lead us to be on the fourth swing. And here I'm interested in some downside. Let me put this here. This in red. Alright. Okay. Yeah. So we have the sweet rounding below here. That would probably indicate us to go above that high and potentially this one. And we're still waiting for shorts. There's the long present itself right now. All right. So yeah, we're waiting for the new high to be printed in here. Let me see. Uh, 40. That's all right. Okay, that's cool. Um, Back on NQ. Is there high? Let's see if it runs up or if it stay close to here. In which case, I'm interested. This is all right. Okay. Let's see what this does, right? I'm not yet in any trade, but I'm looking first coming back in here. So yeah, this would be the high, second high. Um, if price is not able to put a body, all of this is weak. But we'll see if price put a body above that high. But I'm only looking for short up there to come back into those lows right here, right? All right. This might be us. All right. I took a little entry in here, so I'm already in the trade. Let's see what happened now. My trade is this, and we're on fighting anything. We're going here. I'm at break even once we get below that low. All right. Don't forget that we lost 1 hour here. And remember my B prices here. Let me check this. Yeah. We'll get below this. I would be. This in the group, the people that's in the group. This is the actual order. I'm not letting price coming back to my stop. Yeah. You see that looks like the rounding. We put a high close, a high here. The price can shoot up from here, put another high before going down. Look at this flat candle right here. Looks also like a good TP partial. Partial would be on this flat candle. See? The low of that flat candle on the 15 minute, on the 1 hour or so. This is where I'd be looking for partial, for getting out heavy of my position. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Let me show. Let me manage this properly. My stop is at break even. I'm not listening this coming back to my stop. If price doesn't want to go down, I will find an entry when it should back up again. Let me display what the position looked like. What? Yeah, now we're waiting for it to happen, right? To get to TP. We're just waiting. Nice. Yeah. Now all the work is in the waiting. Stop it will get to break even. This is the actual position. That's the actual position that I mean. As you can see, setup is the same. Since I sell stopped, my execution price is slightly below, but it doesn't matter. I will realize profit here and in the end there. Because this seems to me, the flat candle right here seems to me like an ideal exit. This is why I get most of my position out there. And then, Good morning, Harry. How are you doing? How's it going? Yeah, we were able to find a short. We're looking to see if Price delivers target, right? Alright. Don't forget that we got sapped once here, right? So this will be in the final count of winning and losing trade. The target did not change. Let me put this here, like there. Is it good? Is it good? Yeah. I'll do it. Your voice is back. Yes, my voice is back. I'm taking some strepsil. It's look like it's like sugary-ish thing that you get from the medics, and so the H's in the voice goes away. All right. Don't forget this order is at BE. So I'm gonna get. Let me. I'm going to grab some tea. If you took a cell stop, yes, I took a cell stop. I took a cell stop. Um, I'm gonna grab some tea. If you have any question, write it in the chat. And when we get to my TP, let me know. This is something. Problem is we visited that low. Huh. This might send price back above my entry, but then I'll be looking for the same setup again. We'll see. The only thing is I'm already at break even, so I don't mind. Oh, hello, Hadi. What is the logic behind the trade? What trade? I'm familiar with the GFX, but so you know. What do you have your chart on? Do you see what's on the chart right here? And what do you what I mean? Ask me a precise question. I already explained why I was looking for short in here in this video, like the current ones, the one that we're recording right now. I explain why. This is BE. Heidi, can you, either ask me a specific question, or if you just want to know why would I be looking for short right here, you can rewind the video a little bit, and I'm explaining it before this entry and before that entry also. I just came to your swim. Okay. Is the logic 1 minute swing count, tap 15-minute zone? There's always swing count is in me taking an entry in some way, right? It's because either I'm on one side because the swing count is not high enough, or either I'm on the other side because the swing count is too high for me on one side. Okay, so there's always swing count, and we're tapping into that TBR right here. That could be an indication for you if you're familiar with the TFX. I don't, to be honest, I don't really use this. I mean, it comes like as a confluence for me when we're tapping into it and stuff, but I don't need the TBR to be here to be able to find something. So let's see if price give us another sweep and we trade back down, or if this right here, there were no close, right? Okay, I'll rewind, thanks. No worries, no worries. I remember we get a close. We traded below that low. We trade back in, which make this a zone from this low to this high. this fails here, we can see the same targets. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see gold. Yeah, look like gold is cruising to target. For now. So Let's see what price give us once we get the top of the range again. I took a little entry on gold in the meantime. Cruising to ITP. Yeah, if price can get above here, we're still gonna see that. But for this, we need close below that candle, the 1103 candle. We need a body below this, so that can continue the rounding, you know, rounding on top. Price, and if price doesn't give a low and keep sweeping the candle like this, we're trading above this high, and I'd be looking for the same thing up above, trying to come back into the same lows. Or do we have something? Let's probably show me something else, but look at this. You see this candle right here, price come above it, tap one time into it, trade higher, tap a second time into it, trade higher again from this little candle that's here. That is the candle that's holding price up at the moment. But you can see that we're not trending as fast as we were before. Look at this. This is pretty pushy. And then you made a high, that made a low. We come and take that high, tap back in the previous range that's here, right? Price try to put in a new high, fail. There's no close above. End up giving us that low, and eventually this one too. And once we get to that low, price reversed swiftly and came back, shooting back up to the high. This is where price decide of its fate. If we fail here, we can see my target right there. If we don't, we probably get above that high, and then based on what price is showing, I'll take another entry short. All white here. This is looking nice. This is looking nice. Yeah. I want it to merge together. I'm in that trade, as you may know, with a smaller risk, going the same place. All right. Check. Let's see if I can show you the actual entry. So this is me, and wait a minute. This is me, but what you have to understand about that entry is here, where you see the limit buy, there's 2 plus 5. So there's 7 that I take here, which is the flat candle that's there. We'll get to break even now because I don't want to lose either way, you know? And that's it. And we wait. So this is at B. But you see, I'm trading the same idea. I'm still trading the same idea until what's the entry? The entry is actually below this. We'll see. If this shoot up, I get stopped at break even. Who cares? Like, that's an actual question. Who cares about getting stopped at break even? Remember, I took my risk off the table on here because if price cannot get below this, we likely seeing the high again. And when price get below this, my stop, if price get below this, right, my stop will get above the high that you put in here. So I realize some profit in case price come back to my face. This is the plan, right? But first we need price to put in a new low, a low below the 1122 candle. Yeah, this is what we need. And once it does that, now I took my stop on the high that it has put in, on the close of that candle, of course, and then we're riding, right? Remember here where you see the limit buy 2, there's 7 contract that I can get off here. I'm trading micros so I can partial and stuff. Yeah, basically this is the equivalent of trading 1 minis, but just with the luxury of being able to partial. You get more fees at starts, but you're more flexible with your entry, right? So yeah, now it's the waiting game starts. We're waiting for price to come to target or to our break even, plus that will end up giving us some money nonetheless, right? Alright, let me get some more tea. You guys watch price for me to see if it gets my TP, right? Don't let him go away. Just watch it for me. I'll be right back. happened to our orders? Let me check. All right. I'd say that's, yeah. Okay. All right, okay. Oh, that's a nice bounce. We don't mind. We had break even plus. Yes, we had break even plus. So we know if even if price decide to cruise back up, we would see some profit. You know that work. But yeah, my partial is here and full TP there, and my stop is here at the moment. Is below this here. All right, so we wait. Let me check. I just want to make sure I make at least, since I got beat on this trade, I want to make my money back from that one. Absolutely on this one. Even if this is slated to come back to my BE. So I'm looking for some places to tuck my stop in. We'll see. You have that cross coming in. All right. I'm sorry. Alright, let me pep the chat. Is there any question? No question, cool. Let me see. Alright, it looks like gold is cruising to target. Is it? Yeah, not really. Slowly but surely, I would say this is a target. I'm I'm tempted to close this here. Let me tell you why. Because I don't like what it's doing here. Coming to oh yeah, price does that sometime. Coming to the lows, get below, trade back in, get below, no close. Yeah, I'll take my stuff above this, and but I'll let it because the setup is not over. Alright. I realize I have my profit here. So I'm stealing, but with 5 contract instead of 10. Because you got to end up green on the day, right? I already market already owe me 1 hour here, and this was the realization of those contracts in here allow me to be positive on the day. No matter what happened now, I'm good, right? I still think it's going there, but based on what I was seeing price doing, I was like, let me take half of my position out, right? That's it. Which I did because I'd rather be right, but take my money off the table and allow myself to witness price going where I want it to go, instead of being like it will go there. I'm sure it will go there, so I'm letting my full risk on. And if it takes me out, it takes me out. It doesn't make sense because while I'm doing this, while I'm taking some profit off the table and watching what price is doing, that reinforces the fact that I was right, without me being at risk of losing money. I mean, on a setup that I was already winning. Yeah. So thanks, 5 contracts went off there. Let me put it to you. Yeah. On this high here, 5 contracts out. So we still 5 micro strong going down, right? And stop is here. Once we get below that low, if we get below that low, stop will go there, and etc. Any reason why you didn't sell a stop 11:10 candle? What is 11:10 candle? 11 this candle? Why would I? This? You mean this candle? Why would you sell stop this? Any reason? Yeah, because this is not a candle that I'm looking for to sell stop. Like you sell stop something that didn't even put a high, or the sell stop was lower coming in here. But if you're able to read price in there, that's something else. But you need to be able to read what's going on the lower time frame in here, right? All right. Delivery time. So there were no sell stop here for me, in my opinion. Afterwards, in here I did, because I know what's going on the lower time frame in here, just based on the structure itself. Look, it's here. Yeah, it's here. You see, this is the rounding again. So you have a low that puts in a high, this low put in this high, this low put in that high. So, and then we start to attack those levels, right? So we got filled of the flat candle. No problem, Harry. Anytime. Just let me know if I can help. ID, were you able to find answers to your question going backwards? If not, I'll explain it just one time for you, but I'll explain it if you weren't able to find the answer to your question. So yeah, I removed the sound. I used to use music on the background for you guys, but since it's copyrighted music, I go to all kind of hassle with them actually. I'll see if in the future I can put it back on. But the main thing is for people to be able to learn from this, right? Not really the music. You're not here for the music, reassure me, because if you do, if you are here for the music, you should put it on yourself. Um, but as for price, see, you see the reason why I was saying this is looking like a neat parcel for me. I'm still thinking we're going to this, right? But this is the easy the place to get out. The easy out was there. Yeah, right. That's it. The place to realize some profit without even thinking about it was there, right? All right. And then again, when you get too partial, if you're someone that partial, my way of partialing is where I partial, I'll get most of my position out, just in case this come back to my break even. I don't realize 30 out of 100 profit. I just realized 17 out of 100 profit, which is totally fine. And you can leave runners afterwards. But I would advise on realizing most of the position where you would partial, which would end up being a good trade also. 4R, who does that? 4R trade, like, let's say you have one apple and you can get 3 out of nowhere just based on the fact that you own that single one apple. Black Crow, we are here to trade, not to dance. Yeah, hope you're getting some insight about trading then. I like trading and dancing at the same time. You know, I do it myself. So all right. All right. Still waiting, right? Okay. So we did not have to sweep the high of the previous candle here on the 15 minute. Price came in the upper portion of the week, tapped into it, and started going lower. Let's see if that holds. Okay. Oh, okay. It's midday. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me check this. Yeah. All right. And here we go. Yeah, you would argue that it's slower than trading open, but at least um, we're not confused with the targets and where we want to see price go, right? I just closed this here. Yeah, I'm closing. So this ended up being this on the last trade instead of here. This might go to there. This probably will go to there, but I don't have the patience to wait for it. I want to scout for the next setup, um, and I'm not able to think correctly when I'm watching price moving with my money. So I needed to close first. Oh look like gold is rounding here. This might be this into that. Even if I think that gold is hunting for high prices. Yeah, I don't want to be like. It's fine. Let me make it with a plus. Yeah. So, is there any questions? No questions. Cool. All right. Might as well wait for the full TP, man. I'll just wait. I'm no longer in the trade, right? I realized the rest of the profit in here on that week, but I'll just wait because it should go there still. Do you see how many more time it taking for price to get to here when we had that easy target, which is the flat candle right here. So for like you have to be thinking a bit, and when I say this, I'm talking to me, specifically to me. Is this little thing right here worth as much as this? No. Okay, so now that we know this, how many time did we take to get here, and how many time are we taking to get there? This, if I wasn't on screen, I would have let my TP final TP hit there get hit with my partial and everything. You know how this was like this, right? But the fact that I took the rest of it here is just so I can talk to you again. Because if I don't, I'm like second guessing myself because Spice does that to you. Even if I know what I'm looking for and what I'm looking at, I started second guessing myself. Nice show. Thank you, boss. Hey, how's it going? Thank you, boss. How is it going? Dave in the building. So yeah, the flat candle right here give me my exit, right? Give me the nice exit. This seems to be a program to go to here, but I took the rest of it here. So yeah, let me get the screen for Twitter purposes and get rid of that. All right. So what I'll say is, depending on the time frame you're looking at, you may be able to find scalp going in the other direction if you understand how many swings you already have on that side or on this side. But as long as it's scalp and you know and your target is within range of what happening, because loud swing like this and that here are not the same as those little ones right there, right? But I'm not saying that this entry will lead me here. This would be a mistake, right? Assuming, I don't know, being like, I will assume all that risk because I'm sure this entry will lead me here. I don't know about that. This setup is meant to be, the profit is meant to be realized on the lower time frame, which is from here to there. But if the same thing will show up on the larger one, on the larger time frame, which is, let me show you something. Do you see? One sec. Here, do you see what happened there? With the slight rounding and stuff, and then we start hunting for some lows. It's the same thing happening on the higher time frame than what happened there. Exactly the same thing. This is what you have to understand. That's why swing count into rounding is really easy to execute on. Back row, you are here to learn, and whatever style you present, that you are the one that can't win prize, not him. Some people need to lose entitlement or go out somewhere else. No. He's not saying this. Black Crow. I've been asking a question about the fact that I couldn't put music, and I was like, I hope you guys are not here to dance because I'm not able to play music because of copyright stuff. I'm in a conversation with YouTube because of that. This is what he was answering about, which is fine, Dave. It's fine. It's fine, boss. Don't worry about it, boss. I got it covered. So yeah, let me see what gold did. So I had gold going up there. But if this happen, we can start to see some lows before. We'll see. I don't know, man. I really don't. I really thought the war news, as everyone, I guess, would be sending gold higher. Oil too didn't move that much, and then Q lower. None of that happened. This is why relying on technicals is better, I guess. So let's say price come down below here. This is a swing, right? Two. It would be a third one there. And we might be able to find some longs from this low, right? A scalp long. But below my TP, that's here. I'd say, let me check. Yeah, I'd say anything below here would be interesting. Because you already have this, the swing count. Like, you have one here, you have a second one there. It would be, this is not, is it? No, it's not. You have one here. Let me check. Oh, there's a close. There's a low. Oh, we got a close here. Yeah, this is a swing. But is there so one large, two large. I would not count this on the same trend as those two ones right there. This one, yeah. The last one, yeah. So it's a we have three swing going down for now. This might be some places to find some long below. Based on the fact that I have twisting going down, I can now scout for at least scalp longs. According to my plan, right? Iris Spice coming to the TP. Did that hit? there any news today? It's pretty slow right now. It's because it's midday, right? It's everyone's got out to eat something. Let me check the news. Oh, sorry. Mm, 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 mm. Imminent threat of Iranian attack on Al Qaeda airbase in Qatar. Fox News. Okay. Yeah, war news. Only war news, but no red folder news per se. Um, today. There's nothing. Okay. So yeah, and based on the fact that we got first initial break here, second swing there, I'm okay to be looking for longs once my swing count going down is met, which is right now, because once we get above the third one, I'm looking the other direction if the larger time frame is telling me that I should, right? So I'm okay to be looking for long down here. Let's see what happens, right? Mind the fact that we are inside the tibia, which is also a zone, but you would know that. All right. Is this? Yeah. Let's see what price does here. What would be TP or whatever confirm down here? This is another part of structure. This is this. So this seems likely for me. Here, remove that. Let's see what price does here. If price slows down, if price starts to trade above down candles also. Alright. And now you get the asterisks because you are in a tibia. Any inside bar that showed up in a tibia will get the little asterisk on top. Oh, this is bad. Yeah. I'm reading the news at the same time. This seems bad. Iran and the US seems to likely be going at it. I don't like to see this. Okay. See, there's nothing that showed up in here. Nothing to buy stuff, no nothing, right? So we're looking, still waiting. Check the chat. Yeah, yeah. All right. Um. Yeah. This seems a likely target. Let me check. If this can close up above here, tap back in. This seems to me like a likely target. Let's see if we can close. Forget we need to close. This would be my target. Let me mark this as TP for clarity purposes. See, no close here, nothing. So this is nothing. Just a sweep of a previous candle high, and continuation is likely. Alright, let me check. It look like price doesn't want to stop here. If price doesn't stop there, of course, we can see that low. If price stops and start trading above down candles, we are likely to pull back into this here. Look like continuation. Is it? Yeah, it might just be. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Let me sit on the 1 minute and. So around or below the 50% of that week, I'd expect some move back up, right? But what do I know? We just watch price. I don't do anything. I won't take a trade off of this either way. But this is the location where I would expect for price to bounce. Might as well show up on the sweep. This is, you see the velocity of those candles? I'm not buying this. No, thank you. There might be a buy stop here, but I'm not interested. Here come the 70% of that week. Let me see. Let me check on another chart. What price is doing? Okay. What did gold do? Did gold finally flow? Oh, oh my god. The VIX. Okay, alert's going off. Let me check this. Wait. Show me. Oh, okay, wow. Yeah. Okay, so we have a sweep. Volatility might increase a bit now. We may get some pullbacks below that low, we'll see. You see this green candle appearance right here. Like 6 or 7 a month back, I would have been buying this based on the fact that for me this is the bottom of the range, and we are the 70%. The 70% sometime come to the 30, and it should happen, right? With no regards for whatever is going on outside of here. The only way to buy into here is if your TP is there. But for me to hold something out of this, now I need for us to close above the last down candle, the last candle that has put a low. So a close above, tap back in, failure to go lower, and here, I mean, stop here and there, and we then, yeah. Basically, this is what I see. I'd be seeing. Oh, is this time for me to put to tell people I told them about ETH? Yeah. Nah. So the more I look at the behavior of Ethereum, I was really interested in this technology once it appears, right? But the more I look at the behavior of this while Bitcoin is putting in highs, the more this looks for me like pounds, or I don't know, or USD/JPY, like a forex pair, a classic forex pair that's ranging forever and whenever, and doesn't show anything that will tell me that we're coming above those highs. Like nothing. We have the swing count on the way down, the pullback, the largest swing formating. That's it. So we have a swing here, a swing there, and likely if we get below that low, another swing there, which means below here I'd be interested into some buys, but doesn't mean that we can take that high, nor that high, etc. So yeah, this is what I see here. Alright, back on the main coin. Oh, look at us. This indeed would be something if we can close above that right here, this will be something. Still need to close above that down candle. For now, this is not a close, right? Because what we did is we swept that low, which end up giving us some pullback down inside of the range. But if there's no close above this down candle, we can see the low again. That's how it works. All right. Let's see now. Same target right here. Yeah. So you need to pay attention to actually what price is doing, you know. This is the way we make money. Like our attention span that's that is that the vampire as TikTok takes away from us. It's our largest gift. The way that you can be attentive to things would end up being, this is at break even now, but here is the position with the previously set TP right here. And yeah, I'm already at BE, but that's based on the fact that what? We closed above that candle, right? Come back in, I buy stopped the high of it, and I can see some profit before I see loss, basically. Yeah. Let's see where this goes, right? Someone talking to me. That's a nice velocity. Yeah. No way. Do this here. Let me take, I'm taking my profit here. So yeah, a little 3-hour trade. Might get higher, but that's fine. On 2 micros, right? 2 micros coming back up. That was neat. All right, on to the next trade. Um, do I have this saved somewhere? Yep. All right. All right. So, as for the TBR trader and stuff, what you can witness here is just like the sweep of that TBR, and price came back up running. If you were able to buy stop or something, or know your way into price, it's easier to take place part in this. Here we go. If someone was still in that way, your stop would go below that down candle here. Me, I took my profit on already. Do you see the size of the wick that the 15-minute formed? And the size of the body of the previous candle. The wick is twice as large. The likeliness of us going at the flat candle above, it's likely for us, I'd say, based on the size of the wick regarding and the previous candle size. If the previous candles was larger, let's say a large and balanced candle like this, you would want to TP at the 50% of the candle. All right. I can prove it. All right. There's a neat down move. So as I was saying, I was preparing myself to see price coming up there to my target, even though I took my profit before. But price can bounce into that wick and still give that high. It's a possibility. Unlikely. Is it unlikely? Just swept the low. It's not that unlikely. Depending on how you close here. But this is not a place where I take decision on anything. Why did I take that long? Because it was according to my plan. Like the plan I learned with Dave. Look. You have this swing there, you have that second swing there, you have a third swing there. We're coming into some point of interest, which is this was my point of interest. We swept the point of interest. Cool, we swept it. And closed above the down candle. Tap back in. On the tap back in, I'm in to take some point in that direction based on the fact that my swing count in that direction is already exhausted. That's it. I'll always be impressed with America. As a French boy, I'll always be impressed with America. America goes to war, market's still here. This is incredible. All right. Yeah, let me plot the long on this. The long was this. Let me check exactly the stop where that. Wait. Yeah. Stop was this. And we took profit there. 3R. Not too shabby for a little scalp. All right. This is the first one, second one, two, I don't know. Alright. So my music is almost over, so what I'll do is I will go to eat some and be right back. You see the rounding, we still traded above, but price did trade below those lows. That was close to one another, going up. We might see some lows now. defense system activated at the U.S. Ain al-Assad air base in Iraq for fear of a potential attack on military sources. Interesting. My thoughts go with anyone involved in that war. This is not good. Bloodshed, not good. But inevitable because we're human beings, and human does that. So this might be it and trade below. I mean, likely to this week, and if price don't bounce here, we may get a strong close this time below that low. Because remember, on this little up leg that's here, we have a first swing, close above. We have a second swing. This is the low that he puts in, close above, and we just swept that low. That end up giving us some move back in, but this might be the time where we get to put a body below. It might be. We'll see. It doesn't really matter to me at this point. I will be back to watch price later on. I need to eat and take care of some things, and then I'll be back. Okay, I hope you were able to learn something in this session. I will be back tomorrow morning at the same time. Maybe tonight, depends on volatility. If there's extreme volatility, I will connect because I will trade it. If I'm trading, I'll be streaming, basically. So, yeah. This is that. If you can if you learn something, like the video, that will help with YouTube recommendation, so more people can learn the same thing that you do. Yeah, that's it. Have a good day then. Thanks. Have a good day.